That's not what we're here for, Kim. We're not here for tiny rooms. We're supposed to be looking for Lord of the Rings stuff.
Could somebody put this on my Christmas list, please?
So we came here looking for like Lord of the Rings type tchotchke stuff or toys, like all of this Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole...
And all they really had for Lord of the Rings stuff was this cookbook.
Which we're getting.
I am getting the cookbook. And some books. But Kim's little tiny rooms gave me an idea.
Do it, build it, make it with Kim and Garrett. Make it.
What is up? Welcome back. Do you like to do it, build it, or make it, and make money?
So do we.
Christmas is right around the corner. Like, it's so close, I didn't realize how close it was. And I have to get my Secret Santa a gift. They really love Lord of the Rings. I know what I'm looking for. I want to find something kind of unique, tchotchke-ish for his desk. We went shopping and I just haven't been able to find anything.
Yeah, so we did. We were out shopping earlier and we were looking for, well, different things. But we came across these little rooms,
that's right.
The tiny rooms that you can put on a bookcase, which I really want one. I actually want to make one, but that's beside the point. I really want one for Christmas, but that gave him an idea.
I was like, oh man, I'm going to make a Lord of the Rings tiny room. And then I looked at the tiny rooms and they are so detailed.
Yeah.
I don't think I have enough time to make a whole tiny room. So I think I'm going to try to make like a shadow box.
But we can do that. We can make a lighted shadow box. So we thought we'd bring you along the journey so that you can just be a part of something cool that we're making. We're not making money with this gift, but it might give you an idea of something maybe you can make.
Step 1, design. Kim has a couple of ideas how she thinks this should go. So we're going to let Kim draw out the original diagram because
when we're done, comment and tell me if you want to play Pictionary with me.
I was going to say because I think everybody needs a good holiday laugh. So
he said I had to draw it out, and so I'm going to quickly just give you an idea. I mean, this is a box.
Okay, that's a pretty good box so far.
For me,
Yeah.
Right? A box.
Box.
And then you need to have in the back, well, I guess in the front of the box.
Yeah.
We're going to do the little door. So this is the Hobbit door.
A little Hobbit door.
And some windows.
I like it.
And then you can't see through this. So this, you're going to open the door and be able to look in.
Interactive.
And so this is going to be a glass panel, or it's clear acrylic, whatever. But I think we can print images on them.
Oh, how many layers?
I don't know.
4 layers?
4 or 5. But then I'm thinking you're going to have, this is going to look like the room inside the Hobbit house.
Inside
so
the
now
Hobbit house.
You're looking outside, so you want to see some rolling hills, and then maybe some more rolling hills, and then some sky, and like each. So this is back.
This is the front, and then
I'm
a
looking
layer,
out,
then a
looking
layer,
out, looking out.
then the layer.
But then inside this box, we want these lights all the way around because I want it to be lit. So that when you open it, so you can't really see anything really until you open the door. Maybe, these can be in acrylic or something. Get a peek of light back there. Open the door because you want to open the door, and then you just see the Shire or whatever, right? Some whatever, a path off to Somewhereville.
Off to adventure.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
All right. I'll meet you in Photoshop. Armed with Kim's amazing schematic drawing, we set off on their adventure on the internet to try to find some Shire pictures and the inside of a Hobbit home. Now, finding Shire pictures was pretty easy, so we downloaded a couple of those, and those will be the backer pieces. But finding an inside of the Hobbit home that's front-facing, it was impossible. This was like the only good Hobbit hole.
Inside looking out.
Yeah,
right?
inside looking out that I was able to find. So we accepted this picture, and we brought it into Google Gemini or Nano Banana, and I asked it to make it a front-facing picture, but keep all the realistic details, and it did a pretty good job making it front-facing. So then I say, let's close the door. That way I can open the door later on. And it did a great job closing the door. And I said, remove all of the furniture and the backpack. And it removed the backpack. So I said, remove all of the furniture. And this time it did. It removed all the furniture. it just took a while to vacate is what
right.
happened. So I put all the furniture out on the curb, and then I asked it to upscale this thing, and it did a great job upscaling it, but it added all these little cobwebs. I don't know if you could see. So now it's been empty for a while.
Yeah, right? You said vacate, and it said okay.
It said okay. All the tenants are gone. I said remove the cobwebs, and now this looks great, something that I can manipulate. So from there, I brought it into Photoshop to kind of mock things up. We knew we were going to use a box that had those little fingers, and I didn't want to see the little fingers every inch or so. So we made a little frame that's going to hide those little finger box things.
Where'd you find that image?
This image I created, actually.
Oh, cool.
I had a little segment of this post right here, and I just made it big and then replicated it in Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
But I also made the door so we can open the door and take a peek out. Boom! So this is how it's going to work in my head. You're able to open the door, swing it open and peek out, peek around. So now if we look around inside the door, we should have some more layers. Like I have a layer here, and then I'm hoping these mountains back there look like a layer, and then a big bright sky. So once I had it in the layers that I thought would work, I then went over to a MakerCase. Back over here. I went to MakerCase to make our shadow box. I just used the grid divider box. I put in my parameters. It was going to be 4 inches deep, right? 6 inches high, 11 inches wide, and I knew we wanted like 4 layers inside and a channel for the LEDs. I downloaded this box, I brought it into Illustrator, and I started to lay out the images that we had in Photoshop inside the box SVG. Now down here, I started to get fancy. These are the sides of the boxes.
You did get fancy.
Yeah. And I want the sides of the boxes to be able to continue the panels, these little panels. So you can see the sky here. Oh, so I have 2 different artboards. This artboard over here is everything that should be out of acrylic. And this artboard over here is everything out of 1/8 inch MDF. But you'll see that my sides will carry on the sides here. And then my top carries on the sky. Ooh, and then like down below, I have the mountain carrying on. And then right on the other side of the divider, you should be able to see the floor of the Hobbit hole.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So I'm going to hide all of my images. We'll export this as an SVG. So I should have 2 SVGs. We'll export as, we'll say SVG, and I'll select use artboards. That way it'll give me 2 different SVGs. And the jig is built into the SVG, so we're good to go. Now I'm going to hide all of my cut pieces. We'll bring back my print files. We'll export these as my PNGs. And we'll also use artboards. That way I'll get 2 PNGs, and both PNGs are going to be the size of the artboard. Now we did do a test, and Kim thought the exterior of the box looked a little plain. I was going to paint it all black, but she was like, no.
Yeah.
You got to go and do something extra. So I did come up with an exterior of the box, and I put the images in the same spot in the jig. So I should just be able to take these pieces out, flip them over, and then print the exterior of the box.
Using the same jig frame, yes.
Yes, using the same jig frame. So I'm just going to export this as a PNG also, and I'm going to name it exterior of the box, or outside box. Step 2, we're going to gather all of our supplies. We needed a big sheet of 1/8 inch MDF. This is 24 by 48.
And we're going to need some clear acrylic to print our grassy knoll, or our shire.
And we'll take a quick trip over to Lowe's to grab some LED lights. Step 3, we're going to make all of our cuts. We're going to use the Eon Nova 14 to cut out our 1/8 inch MDF. I'm going to use a lot of tabs because I'm going to use this as my jig when we take it over to the logo jet. So I want to keep everything in its frame.
Now we're going to cut our acrylic. We're going to use our Eon Mirror 5 for the acrylic.
I like the Eon Mirror 5 for the acrylic because it's got the RF tube, and I feel like the cut is just so tight. And I'm not going to use any tabs because I've already made the jig out of the 1/8 inch. We're going to take the acrylic pieces and put it inside the MDF jig.
Yeah, we just need the acrylic pieces.
Step 4, now we print. We already have the file and the cut file done. It's already cut out, but I have the little screw holes at the bottom. So we're just gonna line the little screw holes up with the screw holes on the bed, and we're ready to print.
The vacuum is on, just so that everything is down flat.
Now, this is my jig for the acrylic. So once this is done printing, once this is done printing, we're gonna flip them over so we can print the other side. Then we'll print the acrylic. Now that we have the front side of the little panels all printed, we're gonna flip them over, like mainly the door and all of the pieces that will be exterior, outside, and we'll reprint all of those. Step 5, time to assemble. We're gonna bring it all together with a little Starbond glue. First assembly.
We think.
Pretty excited. What do you mean we think? I'm happy with all the prints.
Here?
Oh, that's the inside.
No, well, what happened?
There was a little printer problem. I made some assumptions.
User error.
Never make assumptions. All right, I'm happy with the prints.
Right, so I don't think
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the outside of the box. Is this so cool? Okay, go. All right, go ahead.
Back at it. We're gonna start by assembling the front and the sides. We'll put the LED lights in, then we'll finish putting the rest together.
Okay.
Got my micro tip.
Why are we two-handing it?
Because it's like surgery, Kim. This is my new patient. Not losing this one. Not again.
So he only wants to put a dab of glue on each of the tabs because that's what's going to hold it to the side. Just the side is going to sit on those tabs.
I don't want it to be sloppy. I should do all the sides right now. That way it makes it hard to pick up. Keeps us on our toes. All right, I think we're ready to assemble the whole front and sides. We're just gonna kind of fold it up. Fold it up. It's all glued. I think we're gonna need all 4 hands. All 4 hands on deck, Kim. All right, I'll start to fold this one up. All right, that was easy. Oh wait, the top can't go on yet. Good thing I remember. All right, well that dries. I'm gonna figure out how to put our door on. It's a double-sided door, so we can actually open it and peek around inside and see what's happening outdoors, I guess. I think we should just glue it. What do you think? We have these tiny hinges.
Right, so yes, I did happen to already have these hinges, and I told him, let's just use these, but I don't think we actually need to screw them in. I think we should just glue them. They're so tiny with the Starbond.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Starbond it. All right, we'll give that some minutes. Oh, it's a little floppy.
I was gonna do 2, but I didn't know if with the curvature if I could do 2.
I mean, it's a Hobbit door. Are they known for their carpentry? We'll just blame it on the Hobbit. Let's slide these suckers in. All right, nurse, next. Oh, I forgot to put the windows in this guy. Too much happening. All right, let's tackle this light situation. Whew, what are we doing? Are we measuring my waist? Is this a tape measure or lights?
You gonna install the lights before you glue that on, or are you gonna try and squeeze the lights down in there?
Are we gonna go around the edge?
Yeah.
I gotta put the top on so that we can go around the edge, around the outside. All right, that's it. We're sealing her up. We might be sealing her up with my hands. I'm all sticky. All right, come on now. Get in your little slots.
Wow, good job.
All right, one last piece. Oh, wait, what the f? Oh, no.
Oh no, what?
The door is out.
It's okay. You got it. Wow. Well, that was a good catch. I can't believe you saved it. Can't believe you saved it.
I can't believe I saved it. All right.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Last piece. Shoo. Let's do a quick mental check, right? The door. Then the hill. The door's on the right side. We got the windows in. We got hill number 1. We got hill number 2. We got the sky, the lights, the backer. I got all the right pieces on the outside.
Here, go over there. I'll do this side.
Boom. I'll just hold this for a minute. I think it turned out awesome. I'm super stoked that the door opens with the little handle and everything. I think the recipient's gonna be super happy with it. And I think I wanna do a bunch more of these, not Lord of the Rings theme, just like different themes.
Well, now that you've done this much, I see your little caps. Now we can put caps, brass cap, corner caps.
Yeah, we could get crazy with them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, it's really...
Use better wood, not just have it printed. I think I want to do a couple of different styles.
You know how it is. Now you got
Yeah.
new ideas, bigger dreams.
I'm thinking like 80s video game shadow boxes. I think those will be fun. But I'm about out of time. I have to go make some more shadow boxes. Actually, I don't. I have to go make some more Christmas gifts since I only have like 5 days till Christmas. But a big thanks to the Make It Mafia. We love you guys, and that is the best way to support this channel. You should join us over on our membership area where we have extra content, monthly Zoom calls. We have a Zoom call tonight.
We do.
Right? Extra files. It's a good place. And I'm not balancing this. I don't know how dry the glue is.